Hey, what's up guys? Ben Clark here for Adapt to Perform. In today's video I'm going to be showing you a quadriplegic bed workout. Now the reason we're going to be doing this in bed is because it gives us a nice stable platform that we can do our exercises. Some exercises that we might not necessarily be able to do in our wheelchair because we haven't quite got the balance. The other reason why I do it in a bed workout is that I know some of you guys out there have bed rest, maybe for pressure sores or for whatever reason it might be. But so that's how we're going to do it in bed, nice and stable, and it's going to be great for our workout. Now I am going to be using some wrist weights. I think these are really great for quadriplegics because there is no hand function involved, it's just strapping it around your wrist. Now the ones I've got have got a little thumb hole, just like that, so it doesn't slip up and fly off your hand, which we don't want that while we're exercising. We want to keep it nice and stable. I'm going to be using wrist weights, as I said. I would recommend maybe the first time you go through this is to use no weights, just to get a feel of exactly what you're going to be doing, and then you can add weights, take them off as you need to, really. These ones are quite heavy ones because I've got, because I can for myself, because I've developed far enough to. But if you're going to start off, maybe use some light ones and then work your way up as you go along. So, without further ado, I'm going to hop on the bed and we'll go on with it. Alright then guys, so I'm here on the bed and I'm going to be sat on the edge just so it's easier for me to sit up and down each time so I can explain things, but when you're doing it, feel free to lie down whatever way is comfortable. It shouldn't matter. All you want to have is enough space to be able to do the exercise, and there's a bit of moving around in between, so just be aware of that. You might need to be moving on different exercises. Alright then, so the first one we're going to do, we're going to lie down and we're just going to push our hands towards the ceiling, so it's kind of like a bench press. As I said in the intro, just make sure you do it without weights, just make sure you can, and then we gradually increase. The reason we want to do a good chest press is that it actually translates into a really good pushing for our wheelchair. So it will, by doing this, help push the wheelchair. So we're going to lie down, just like this. We're going to have our hands, get the old spasm going. We're just going to push towards the ceiling, just pushing up, and then back down. We don't want to, you can have your hands right the way down if you want and just lifting up like that. But I'm going to go from my elbows here, pushing up. We're going to do 10 of these. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So, although this does use a bit of chest, bit of triceps, which probably are weak on yourself, don't worry about that. Start off light, just do what you can and work up from there. This should be an exercise you could be able to do, as it involves some of the front of our shoulders, which most quadriplegics should have at the front of their shoulders. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is we're going to go from above our head and we're going to lift it all the way over. So I'll show you what we do. We go from here and we're going to lift up all the way over, and then down to this side, and then on the way back we go up, all the way over, behind your head. So just make sure you've got enough space to go above your head, and so over that way, and then back again, that's 1. We're going to do 10 of these, so you go, that's 2, that's 3, try and keep those arms straight if you can. Maybe a little bend in it. That's 5. That's 6. That's 7. If it's too hard, just keep your arms bent maybe a bit more. That's 8. I'm going to keep them straight though. That's 9. And that's 10. Good. You don't have to sit up each time. I'm just doing it just to explain, but it's good practice anyway to do it. Right, so the next one we're going to do is going to be like a fly. So we have our arms out to the side and we're going to bring them up towards each other. So we're going to start lying it out, arms out to the side. Hopefully you can see that on the camera. And we're just going to bring them up like this, clap the hands together and back down. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. So keep going. 6. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. That's it. Keep all the way up and all the way back down again. 10. Good job. Alright. So hopefully you should have been able to do all these exercises so far, which would be good. The next one we're going to do is lying with our hands straight. And it's like a bicep curl, but a lying down one. It shouldn't be too difficult, which is good. You know, this is something that's meant to be easy, meant to be light, but it keeps us moving when we're doing on the bed, doing bed rest. Right, so we're going to be lying down just like this. We're going to just bicep curl up, and then we're going to go like this, and then we're going to push the weights above our head, and then back down, elbows in, and down. So it's bicep curl into a shoulder press. I've got quite long arms, so I might shimmy down a bit more. If you can see that, so bicep curl, press it above your head, that's 3. All the way up, try and get as high as you can, then drag it back down again, that's 4. Push it all the way up, that's 5. So the good thing about this is that you've got the resistance of the bed, you know, the friction, and it's harder to move these weights, which is good. That's 7. So we get this exercise in without having to lift any weights above our head if we were in the wheelchair, which is exactly what we want. That's 9. I think that was 10, but we do 1 more for luck, and then back down. Good. Alright, excuse my belly keep poking out. Part of the job. Alright, so that's 1 time through. We're going to go through again. So the first one again is that chest press, pushing the hands to the ceiling. We're going to go through this whole thing 3 times. So that's 1, so we're going to go through 3 more. Okay, you ready? Pushing to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, this is going to be really good for pushing our wheelchair. 8, 9, 10. It's all about that independence. That's why we do this. Okay, ready? Up and overs. That's 1. That's 2. Remember, you can do straight arm if you want, or you can bend it if it's too difficult. That's 4. That's 5. That's 6. That's 7. That's 8. That's 9. 10. Good. We're not going to have too much rest before we go into each one. We're going to go out to the side, clapping the hands together. That's 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And 9. And 10. Good. Right, last one. Bicep curls, overhead press. So bicep curl, pressing above your head. That's 1. Now we'll just say when we're doing this, just go at your own pace. If this is too quick for you, just do what you can. Do at your own pace. If you can't do 10, that's fine. If it's too easy, maybe add a little bit more weight. I haven't been counting because I've been talking. We say that's 6. 7. 8. 9. And last one. 10. So it's up to you to dictate how hard you want it to be. There's lots of different ways we can do that. We can speed it up, that makes it more difficult. We can add more weight. We can add less rest time in between. We can do more reps. There's loads of different ways you can do, the exercise to make it harder. Yeah, so we're going to do 1 more set through and then we'll be done. Alright, so Ready? Let's go. Going back down, big flop that time. Get it pressed towards the ceiling. 10 of these. 1, 2, I'm going to speed up a bit. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Up and overs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to go straight into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then into the bicep curls, into over press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is also a really great way to work those triceps out without too much resistance, because we're just pushing them not against gravity but with the friction of the bed rather than the gravity. So it's a really good way to train to try and get those triceps activating, even if you've only got one fibre that's working. You know, we can get that fibre as strong as we can. Alright then. There we go. So yeah, as I said, you know, this is working a little bit of the tricep on that last one, but you know, the gravity, I'm just gonna say it like this. The gravity is on our side here because we're using the friction of the bed against this, which is going to make it harder rather than the gravity, because the gravity's pulling it down and we're moving that way. If we're moving that way, it's going to be a lot harder because we're going directly opposite to where gravity is trying to pull us down. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that video, guys. It was a pretty easy workout, if I'm honest, for myself, but for yourself it might be a little bit more difficult. But it's all about doing what's right for you. You know, it doesn't matter where everybody else is. It all matters about where you are and progressing to make yourself better. And that's the whole idea of this, is to make ourselves better, get more independence, and you know, live a better life with less help. My stuff's just falling on the floor. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to see more videos in bed for quadriplegics or more of a paraplegic workout, you know, I'm a quad myself, but you know, I've got a bit of sort of halfway in between, I would probably say. But if you want to see more, I would be more than happy to show you other stuff. So just let me know down below and I'll be sure to get on with it. Okay guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.